Can you guys hear me now? Okay. All right. Light the beam. 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 So stupid. Not the chant, just this game. It's so stupid. It's so you couldn't win this game. With the decisions from Mitch Johnson, you couldn't win this game, guys. You weren't gonna win this game. Yeah, Fox surgery. I mean, at this point, like, oh my God, just let him get the surgery and just give up. Like, what's the point? Yeah, this was terrible. This was awful. Looks like we did. Are we sure we want to pay Fox? Can't blame this on Mitch. This game? Yeah, you can. I could easily blame this on Mitch Johnson. Easily. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. I could easily do it. I could do it. I could do it with absolute ease. It's gonna be the hold on. Let me prep this. It's gonna be the easiest thing in the world. You're not gonna your mind is gonna be blown. Okay, your mind is gonna be blown. Give me a second. Let's go to the last 3 games. Or maybe we should do the last 3 losses. No, let's do the last 3 games. No, we'll do the last 3 losses. I'm all over the place. I'm gonna do the last 3 losses. All right, so we'll do Thunder. I'm gonna show you something. Okay. There is one contributing factor on why the Spurs don't have a shot in these games. All bad the Kings fans boo Fox like that. We're going to talk about that too. Because, man, I have to be real with you. I actually get it. Like, I get it. I watched, yeah, screw it, dude. We're going to do the last 3 losses. It's so obvious. Let's do Spurs stats as well. We're going to bring up some advanced stats. Here, you guys, here, it's no secret. I can show you what I'm doing. Let's go to, it'll be NBA. Nope. Team stats, yes. Traditional. It'll be lineups. And is that a plus minus? Right, Fox. Okay, gotcha. 5-player lineups, and let's do the date range. When was When was the All-Star date? 16th? All right. Let's do February. We'll just do 17th to today. Get stats. Yeah. Yeah, I can blame it on Mitch Johnson. I can do it with ease, guys. Absolute ease. So I guess let's just talk about the game, and then I want to talk about that interview from De'Aaron Fox. Because I do sympathize with G Money's in here. I sympathize with the Kings fans. Okay, I actually do understand it. I understand why you guys hate them. I don't. I love him being on my team, and he's definitely going to substantially help our dynasty, the creation of our dynasty. He's definitely going to help. But yeah, I completely get it. Yes, he's at this point he's kind of putting upon himself to get booed. I get why they don't like him. But I would start, even if I was a Kings fan, I would still start with my franchise, because The front office has been losers forever. So I will start with them. But yeah, I think that he's an easy target right now. All right. Okay. All right. So I want to dive into this game just a little bit. But honestly, guys, it's very obvious what the issue is. Okay. It's very obvious. Clan, you lighting the beam too. I love the purple background. The background's always purple, okay? But yes, we're lighting the beam today. All right. Congratulations to your Sacramento Kings. So this game, guys, not great. Not great. If you're a Spurs fan, it wasn't beautiful. Okay, it wasn't pretty. So this segment is sponsored by BetUS, so I'll start off with that. So we'll talk about the game, talk about our sponsor, and then I'll answer even more questions, or we'll just kind of see where the conversation takes us, right? But I'm going to give you my overall thoughts about it, okay? So first and foremost, I know that a lot of people are going to instantly, it's like insta-lock. It's like you're playing Marvel Rivals and you're insta-lock into DPS, okay? People are going to insta-lock and say, here's my answer, player's fault, easily. Here's my answer, Devin Vassell, bad shooting performance. Here's my answer, bad defense. They got to play better defense. Like, yeah, that's sure. Like, yes, Devin Vassell could have played better. Obviously, 10 points. That's not great, right? But I'm gonna tell you guys, these lineups are horrible, absolutely horrible. And I think at this point, Chris Paul is going to start. And if you're gonna just have Chris Paul, and this is not disrespect. I think last video when I mentioned Chris Paul starting and how it was bad, people said that like. Or a few people, and it wasn't a lot, but a few people were like, why are you turning on Chris Paul? It's not me turning on Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul is really great for this team. It's just that he doesn't fit with De'Aaron Fox. You can't move De'Aaron Fox to the shooting guard position and then just kind of play point guard by committee, because those two play completely different games. It's ugly basketball. It doesn't work. It hasn't been working. So this starting lineup, you don't have a legitimate center or big man that you can rely on as far as pick and rolls. If Sohan was starting, you would be able to do that more often. You don't have a defender, so Castle's on the bench, Sohan's on the bench. These guys aren't good enough to defend starters in the NBA. They just aren't. But you give yourself a fighting chance if you throw Sohan in the mix, right? There's like lack of creativity as far as getting these guys to play. And what's really telling is the plus minus. So I think this is a situation where we can look at the plus minus. When we're looking at an individual player, it's very difficult to judge how they did based on their plus minus alone. But if you group it together, I think that you have a pretty good understanding of what's going on, right? So some people, I mentioned this a few games ago, that the plus minuses have been horrible for our starting lineup, but then our bench has been all right. That's not normal. It shouldn't be that way. So like you can look at our last 3 games, right? I guess we'll just start with that. Last 3 games. So this is the Kings one, as you can see. -19, -21, -17, -19, -13. And then when you go to the bench, +2, -2, +1, +6. Come on. Last game against the Thunder, same issue. -15, -19, -21, -22, -25. +5, +5, +2. Well, I shouldn't count Mamu. He only played 2 minutes, but we'll just count these 4. So 0 for Steph Castle, +2 for Keldon, +5. Or actually, hold on. Actually, I'm all over the place. 0 for Sohan. It's weird how they got these orders. Okay, 0 for Sohan, +2 for Keldon, +5 for Julian Champagny, and then 0 for Steph Castle. So once again, the bench did well. And then you look at the Rockets game. These are the last 3 losses, mind you. -17, -21, -20, -20, -18. And then you go to the bench, and as you can see, Blake Wesley played 11 minutes. He had plus 11, excuse me. Keldon had a -8, not too bad. Sohan -1, only played 12 minutes. Julian Champagny +3, and then Mamu +8. This is a continuous theme. And if you think, oh, well, it's not this lineup in particular, it absolutely is. So since the All-Star weekend, you can see that the worst possible lineups that we've had involve De'Aaron Fox and Chris Paul playing together. So we can see the starting lineup right here. They have an overall plus minus of negative 2.7. And then the other one in which you just take out, let's see, who do we take out? Biyombo, and it's Sochan with Chris Paul and De'Aaron Fox, negative 3.3. So yes, when you playing these two together, it doesn't work. It's ugly basketball. It doesn't work. And it's been a net negative since doing this. So I want to bring that up because before we can start blaming the players, because I have an order of things, right? I always look at what is the organization doing? What are we doing to the front office? Are we putting our guys in a position to win? And I think that we definitely are doing that as far as the future draft picks, the amazing trade for Fox without giving up anything, making sure that Wembanyama, catching that really quick and making sure Wembanyama gets the time that he needs. Shout out to Wembanyama, by the way, for actually showing up to this game. Like, true leader right there. So yeah, like I think our front office is doing their job. And then I look at the coaching and I'm like, are we putting ourselves in the best possible position to win here? I don't think we are. I don't think we are. You know? What is the meaning behind plus minus? It's just basically a net. How do I explain it? It's just basically how these guys are doing versus the other team. Like, did they score more than the other team? And overall, they had a net negative difference. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Hold on. We'll just AI Google it. They'll give a better explanation than me. Here we go. In the NBA, plus minus is a statistic that measures how many points a team score changes while a player is on the court. It's used to evaluate a player's impact on the game. So this is, you can't really do it with individual players necessarily, right? Because let's just say, I don't know, like let's say Sochan had a net negative, right? And everyone else had plus 1, plus 2 or whatnot, but he was out there with multitude of different lineups. You can't really just say, oh my God, he was the problem. You don't know, right? It could have been the lineups that made it pretty rough on him. But when you're looking at groups, I think it's totally fine to see that all your starters are in the negative versus your bench who are in the positive and say, yeah, this is not, something's not right here. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it as a group. It's more of a group statistic. It's a team statistic. So it's not good to just use it for one player, right? Like I could easily, for instance, look at these games and be like, oh, De'Aaron Fox, a negative 20. Oh my God. He's so trash. He is so garbage. Get him off my team. But no, when you actually look at him with different lineups, he's not bad, right? We have a overall good plus minus as a team. So it's not just him. It's the lineups. Gotcha. Yeah. That's all it is. Hopefully I explained it okay. I'm not really good with explaining analytical things, but I mean, I know what it is, but anyways, so what happened in this game? What really irritated me? Well, guys, it's the same issue we've been having all season long. So it's not just the starting lineup. It's also the inability to make changes mid-game, right? Like, it was very obvious who had the momentum during the second quarter, right? The momentum shift, it seemed like we were in the game, momentum shift, and the Kings just started whooping on us. And rather than the Spurs running more of Sochan and Champagnie together, because I think that those two actually did a pretty decent job, specifically on the wings. In the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken, it took them forever. Hold on. Control, fine. When did Sochan get in the game? All right, so yeah, so he started the game in the third, and you put Biyombo in. They started to gain momentum and end up getting a 11-point lead, and then you put Sochan in, and you desperately, and I only say this, I'm not saying because Sohan is our savior and he's a superstar and he's just going to kill everybody. I'm just saying that Sohan being a great defender like he is, there's no like you have to play him more. Like you have to in this game. And that's like when they started getting going like that, you have to. You took a full timeout, kept basically the same lineup. Not actually basically. I think you just kept the same lineup out there. Let's see. Yeah, kept the same lineup out there. Meanwhile, DeMar DeRozan got subbed in, but we kept the same starting lineup essentially, right? I'm trying to think. It's kind of hard to keep up with just from the play-by-play. Like I told you guys, when I watch the games, I have my thoughts, and as it goes on, I feel like something happened, but I always want to go back and make sure that it's not just my fifis, that it actually did happen the way that I thought it did. But yeah, it did. Jeremy Sochan coming in the game too late. The momentum shift has already kind of began. He did a good job defensively, but like you got to make those adjustments quickly, and he didn't. And then the third quarter is what really made me sick. The third quarter, after the Kings have gained their momentum, we went with our starting lineup again. Oh, why? Look at this. Look at this. Ellis makes a 3-point. This is 11:23 seconds. I'll be real with you. After this, timeout. I don't care. Timeout. This is an issue. Maybe after the second three. So Ellis hits a 3. Levine hits a 3. Levine hits a 2-pointer. De'Aaron Fox makes 2 free throws. Jonas Valanciunas makes a 3-foot dunk. It's like, dude, come on. Timeout. You got 2 personal fouls for Biyombo. Timeout. But no adjustments. They just go on their run, and then by the time that we start putting better defenders out there, we start looking better. We even looked a little better offensively as well, but now it's just a game of catch up for the rest of it. It's just not in-game adjustments. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Not a fan of his, but this is not on Mitch. Can you please explain to me, after I just said all of that, can you please explain to me how this is not on Mitch Johnson? When you start a game and it's very obvious that, not even just starting a game, screw that. When you look at your last 2 losses, and your plus minus for this team is a net negative with the starters, and you go into this game and to set the tone, you start those starters, and to set the tone in the second half, you start those starters, and when the team goes on a run, the Kings go on a run, you don't make adjustments to put actual defenders out there expeditiously. How is that not on the coach? I don't understand. Roster construction is awful. It is, but you have to be a little creative. I mean, I don't even think that that's that creative, right? It's not guaranteed that we win. It's not guaranteed, but you at least put us in a better position than we are. There's no winning this. There's no winning going against the Kings with that firepower of their starters versus our starters and thinking we're going to do anything. Offensively, you don't have a pick and roll threat. Offensively, you don't have that great of scoring. You have 2 point guards with different ideologies on how they run the offense. You don't have a legitimate defender. Why not? Why not just adjust it? Do it. What good are you going to get out of that starting lineup? None. We made a promise to Paul clan. It starts there. Well, you know what? If that's the point, if that's the situation, then you know what? It's awful to say it, but like, throw Fox to the bench then. I mean, you got to figure something else. I mean, you have to figure out something, because that's just not going to work. Shut Fox down for finger surgery. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. Flag not going to the east. Just 20 more games. This right here is pain, bro. I hope that I articulated what I think the bigger issue is. It's hard for me to jump, and I guess it's just the way that I see things. It's hard for me to jump to what did each individual player do wrong in this when we're set up to lose. You know, like, it's too much. Like, I can't sit here and be like, Chris Paul should have done this at this point, and De'Aaron Fox, well, he really needs to, and Devin Vassell. It's like, this lineup is screwed to begin with. It's an uphill battle. Not only do you have to play your game and be productive, you have to be productive with an unproductive lineup. You have to play catch up. Those are my thoughts on this game. Okay, I don't really have any individual. It's the same thing. I mean, how I felt about Keldon in this game, how I felt about Sohi in this game, how I felt about Devin Vassell. Obviously, he's inconsistent. That's going to happen. How I felt about a lot of these guys, nothing changed. It's just this lineup is just frustrating, bro. Like, you're just sitting back watching it like, wow, we have no shot at this, you know? Your team is too small. The Kings had the same issue before the Fox trade. Oh, yeah, we're definitely small. We know that, yeah. Not having Wemby really hurts us, too. That's why you have to be even more creative. And can I say this? One thing as well that I would like to bring up is when the team is this small, it takes even more creativity, right? And when it comes to finding a coach, because Pop said that Pop believes that he'll be back, right? We don't know for sure. But what I do think is, these are just my thoughts. I think that if he does come back, it's going to be like a year, right? I don't think that it's going to be long-term at all, right? And the Spurs are going to have to be searching for a coach. When I say that we can be patient, I am strictly talking about players. When I say that the Spurs can be patient as far as, like, don't rush anything, you know, make sure that we can create this dynasty, because you can go out and get some veterans, right? And maybe win quite a few games, make it to the playoffs. You can give up all your draft picks and do that and be successful in the short term, but long term, it's not going to be a dynasty, right? So I feel like there's no rush when it comes to making sure that you have, you know, good enough players so you can set up the foundation for a dynasty. So I'm with that. I'm with the patience there. Coaching wise, I am not going to be patient with it. You can't be patient. We can't wait for Mitch Johnson to develop. I don't think that he's going to be like our next coach. This wasn't even the plan. No one knew what would happen this season. And he's a fine coach, but I think he's just a fine assistant coach. And, you know, maybe one day he'll end up being a really good coach, but we can't sit and wait for him to develop with the players or anything like that. Like, you're going to have to get an established coach. That's something you can't wait on. You know what I mean? Yeah, people keep saying Mike Brown. I'm not a fan of Mike Brown. Mike. I'm not a fan. G Money, he's a Kings fan. He said, don't do it. I'd never been a big fan of Mike Brown. UConn coach? That could be good. My dream is Messina. That's not going to work. Or that's not going to happen, probably. Steve Kerr, if he were to walk away from that situation. But they're looking better. And then obviously people brought up Becky. Yeah, Becky Hammond. Yeah, everyone brings up Becky. I'm not the biggest fan of Mike Brown, though. Monty Williams. Monty Williams would be a good coach. Anyway. All right. So I'll look at your guys' comments and we'll talk a little bit more. But before we do, big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this segment. If you guys are interested at all, just head on over to BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150. You'll receive 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% bonus on your second and third deposits, up to $2,000. So let's see here. All-Star specials? There's one for All-Star special? I don't get it. Will the 2026 All-Star game be played with a new format, USA versus rest of the world? What? That's a thing that they've been talking about? Wait, what? The USA versus rest of the world? Like a mini Olympics? Like what? Yes, please. That would be wild. Wait. So like you? Oh, okay. Would it be like I don't know how I feel about this. Would it be USA NBA players versus foreign NBA players? I don't know, man. Too many point guards? Yes. That seems a little. I don't know. I wouldn't like the discourse around that one. It's some weird people out there, y'all. It's some weird people out there. It's some, especially journalists, like ESPN journalists or whatever. They're pretty xenophobic. I don't know. That'd be whack. I mean, I wouldn't say he'll be whack, but like, I don't like the divisiveness of that. That's a little weird. Yeah, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. But hey, if that's something you want to bet on, go for it, I guess. Don't look like you'll get too much from that. Like $15? Yeah, $10 to give you 15. So hey, you don't have to risk that much for that. But if that's something that you guys are interested in, please head on over to BetUS and use those promo codes that I talked about. They also have casino options as well. So a lot of good stuff there. But that's a weird one. I haven't heard this proposed till now, to be real. Anyways. HEB commercials make me want crawfish. You like crawfish? I don't like crawfish. I know. Monty Williams was an all-star level coach. Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling. So this isn't a segment to just dog on Mitch Johnson, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to just dog on Mitch Johnson. I think Mitch Johnson is a good assistant coach. You're not going to be coaching the San Antonio Spurs unless you are a good coach. I think that we have enough evidence of that over the years. But as far as him being the starting coach, it has been lack of adjustments. It has been lack of creativity. Not saying you have to rock the boat too much, but wow. I mean, is it controversial for your team to just start Sohan at center and say screw it? Actually, yeah, if you want to start Chris Paul and De'Aaron Fox, at least give us some advantage. You get what I'm saying, guys? At least give us some positive from the starting lineup. Even if you want to stick with Chris Paul starting with De'Aaron Fox, give us something that would help us set the tone. Give us something that gives us somewhat of an advantage over some teams. This gives us no advantage over basically any team. You know what I mean? Fox sucks for us, Clan. I don't know why. Fox doesn't suck for us. It's okay. He's adjusting to playing with these guys. But the reason why Fox looks so bad is genuinely because he's out there with Chris Paul. Well, he does need surgery on his hand, but he's out there with Chris Paul. Like, it just doesn't work that well. They don't play off each other that great. Chris Paul slows things down the half court. You will see plays. Pay attention next time you watch a game. You will see plays in which De'Aaron Fox might have had an open lane. Like, he'll get the ball coming down the court, right? He's bringing the ball down the court. And in a regular De'Aaron Fox game, he might take advantage of the defenders being out of position a little bit or not paying attention, and maybe he just goes downhill. Have we really been able to feel the effect of De'Aaron Fox's speed? That's like his number one attribute. We have not been able to feel it because he'll come down the court and give it to Chris Paul and let Chris Paul set up a half-court offense. But then even the half-court offense isn't that great because we don't even have a pick-and-roll threat, really. Like, you don't have one. Your best one is on the bench. So if we do run with this offense, I'm content, but like you have to start somebody that can give us advantage, whether it be Castle defensively that can help us, move him to the 3, you know, or actually you might have to move him to the 5. You can't put him in the center. I mean, not 5, you move him to the 4. Because if you start Chris Paul and De'Aaron Fox, I'm not putting Devin Vassell on the bench for Castle. But you got to figure something out. You know what I mean? You got to figure something out. That's all I can say about it. Clan, it's a rap, brother. Mitch won't even consider it. But it's like, if the main thing is just making sure, that, if the main thing is just making sure that you don't, you don't make Chris Paul upset, then start him and just move Barnes. You got to do something. This is just bad. I hate that we have to like bend over backwards and try to adjust to say, how could we make this Chris Paul and Fox offense work when it's just not pretty basketball? I don't even know if CP3 going to be in the league next year. No, he's not. And it's not necessary. I'll say this too. It's not necessarily a bad thing that the Spurs are losing, by the way. Like, we need good draft picks. But it looks like our initial thoughts that the Spurs could get to 35 probably stays true, right? That's probably what we're going to aim for, is 35. I was hoping for the 40s, but not with this starting lineup. And not with Wemby being out. Just not going to happen. Anyways, any more thoughts, guys, about this game? Our pick is crucial. Don't rely on Atlanta's. Can someone relate to me what's going on with Atlanta? Have you guys been watching? I have not been watching Atlanta games. I'll be transparent. I've been super busy. I've barely been able to watch the Spurs. I mean, I've been watching, but you know. Hawks been winning. Hawks been winning. I thought they were losing. They last time I checked, like a week ago, they were losing big time. Supposedly Spurs are interested in Jaden McDaniels. What do you think? I thought we've been interested in Jaden McDaniels before. All right, that needs to be a segment. I did not know about that. I could have sworn that was something before. I would 1,000% bench Vassell for Castle, bro. I wouldn't. Vassell already has some confidence issues and trying to get his shot going. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you don't want to do that. Keep him in the starting lineup. He's not the issue. He's not the issue. We're such a bottom feeder franchise. The Hawks are better than us. Whoa. The Hawks are not better than us. All right. We just don't have Wemby. They have been getting hurt a lot. All right. We'll look at the Hawks and then get out of here. See what the Hawks looking like. Hawks. Atlanta Hawks. Okay, they beat the Pacers. They lost to the Bucks. They beat the Grizzlies? Oh, I thought that was an instant loss. They lost to the Thunder. They lost to the Heat. They won against the Heat. They lost against the Pistons. It's been more losses than wins, guys. Yeah, last 10 games, they're 4-6. More than likely, they'll be in the play-in. Hopefully, they just lose the play-in. What are we, 1-9? No, we lost. We've been win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. We're 3-7. I mean, that's not good, but like, it's not that much different than 4-6. Why'd you think that? We've been excited. We've been having some good games. Some fun games. Every other game. Compare their records to ours, though. 26-35. 29-34. It's not that big of a difference. They're also in the East. I mean, our win percentage is 42.6%. Theirs 46%. It's not that different. Mavs missing the playoffs. I'm calling it right now. Bro, that is so sad. I feel so bad for Mavs fans. Anyway, it's in this segment. Looks like we're kind of over this game, right? Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for interacting like you do. So say first, actually, let me say this. Say hi to YouTube. I need to do that more often, right? Because like live streams are kind of separate. I haven't done an individual video with just me in a long time. Like, you guys definitely drive it. So tell YouTube what's up. Everyone say hi to YouTube. We should do that every segment, honestly. Say hi. Come on. Come on, chat. Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Light the beam. No, we're not. Hi, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, Hot Spur. Thank you. Jeez. He's like the only one. All you guys are losers. All you guys are losers. Light the beam again. Hi, Twitch. Hi, Mom. G Money Kings ain't making the playoffs. Doesn't matter, bro. Hi, Mikasa. Mikasa asleep on the bed right now. Do I say hi to myself? Well, you're saying hi to the YouTube people that's going to see the video later, not hi. Yeah, I don't know. Why would I tell YouTube hi? I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. Yeah, what is it? It was a stupid idea. I'll go cry in a corner now. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this segment. Hi, YouTube. Okay, there we go. Can I get a quick shout out to my brother Nico? What up, Nico? I initially thought of Nico Robin. I do watch the YouTube recordings if I miss the live. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Next order of business. I understand. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. I don't know if this... Okay, hold on. I gotta bring everything up because I can't just like. I think I liked the recording of him talking. All right, there's that. Let's duplicate that bad boy, and let's go to. What? Clan, did you go over the podcast with Brian Windhorst talking about team or Spurs drama that he wouldn't discuss because it's personal? Where do I find that? What? Nice hat, Clan. Thanks, man. My girlfriend made it for me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you guys talking about? There's been some drama? I wonder what it is. How do I go to my media? How do I go to my media? Dude, what's been in my head lately is the Hey Now song by Kendrick. Like, I can't get the GNX songs out of my head. Like, I'll just be sitting there and then I know I just hear, yeah, baby. Do 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 do. I like it. Do 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 do. Yeah, baby. Do 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 do. Hey now, say now, I'm all about my yin. Big face music, big face Buddha, get my peace from within. Shout out to my brothers in the pen. On a weary walk for the win, for the win. My fave rapper. He is my top 3 rapper for sure. He is my top 3 rapper for sure. My favorite rappers. This is how it goes, okay? Should I do 5? Top 5. We'll do top 5. All right. We'll start 5. Ludacris. He's just was so great back in the day. 4. Oh, who would be my 4th? All right. Before we get into the next segment, I do want to look this up. I don't know. Let's see, best. I want to look up a best rappers list. I don't know who goes to my 4th spot. I just know Luda doesn't. Drake, no. Project Pata. Walking down the street, then I had some water. Invited to the gala. I'm just saying things. Would I go with Tupac as my 4th fave? I might go with Tupac. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Tupac. Well, no, this is my personal. Is it lame to go with Hobson? I want to go with Hobson, but he's been gone for so long. I want to go with Hop. It's like I want to go with Hop or Tyler or somebody like that. I don't know. I'm going to go with 5 Hobson just because I was the biggest fan of Hobson back in the day. During my undergrad years of college. Like, I was a huge Hobson fan. I'm going to go Hobson 5. Okay. Bro, Ice Cube, come on, clan. I'm not an Ice Cube fan. Very lame. Hobson isn't lame. He could be a little corny. He ain't lame. Hobson's dope. Tyler over Hobson. Tyler is a better artist than Hobson. I will give him that. This is my faves though. Oh, I do love Tyler. There's 2 separate lists here. Hold on. Whoa. I need a drawing app. I need an app where you can draw. Is there a draw application? Computer. Why did I say computer? Lucid Chart. What is this? Is it free? I have to sign up for it. Is Lucid Chart? No, it doesn't look like it's gonna be free. I just need something free. Sketchpad. Sketch.io. Okay, this is gonna be free. It's IO. All right. Okay. All right, we're cooking. What? What the heck? Can I get a white background? Oh, okay. That's an ugly color. All right, there we go. All right, we're cooking. All right, so let's do 2 different lists here. We're gonna go with fave, and then we'll go with best. Okay. All right. Okay. So fave list. All right. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm typing very slow. 4. Why am I hitting? I can't hit things. 5. All right. So we're gonna do that. Can I just copy this? Okay, cool. All right, so this is how we're gonna do it. All right, Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, we'll do there's difference, okay? There's a difference. So Hobson, these are my faves, okay? Growing up and just in general now. I'm gonna go 4 Ludacris. I'm putting Hobson. No, that's a lie. I loved Hobson too much. All right, we're gonna do Luda at 5. All right, 3. We're gonna go with. We're gonna go with DMX. Oops. DMX at 3. 2. I'm going with K. Dot, Kendrick. And then number 1, Eminem. Oops. Eminem. All right. Now, let's do the best. All right. This is a difference. Kind of. Who we put 5? Lil Dicky. Ja Rule. Oh my God. Love it when you hug me, baby. Your lips, your thighs, all that Thugs Need Love 2 music. Ja Rule, man. His songs were jacked up, bro. So some of his that love song. What was that song? Is it that song? Was it Ashanti? Ashanti. Ja Rule. Always on Time. Is that the song? Always on Time. It's a banger, but like, have you guys listened to lyrics? I think it's this one. All right. Come on and get a piece of this late night lover. Okay. You know, the one that swing like no other. Okay. I know I got a lot of things I need to explain, but baby, you need the name, and love is about pain. So stop the complaints and drop. Yeah, this. Listen to this. What? Guys, I know there's nostalgia here, okay? It's a banger chorus. It's catchy, but no one listened to the lyrics here. Listen to this. Baby, you know the name, and love is about pain. So stop the complaints and drop the order restraints? Guys, drop the order restraints? What does that mean? What? Why are there order restraints on you? Sounds legit. That is crazy. This was part of that era where, like, like I said, thugs need love too, right? It's like you got to show that you're hard, like this weird, like, I mean, this just is what it is. It's just some toxic masculinity stuff. Like, you have to show how hard you are, but like also show, hey, but you know, I can love you, right? Just drop them order restraints. What are we talking about? Clan is a huge Logic fan. No, I'm not. I don't like Logic. I don't like Logic at all. Logic is weird, bro. Logic, maybe back in the day he was decent, but like, what's that song with Eminem? He has a weird lyric in that. Yeah, Homicide, where it's like he starts brag rapping and then he goes back on his brag rap. It's like, what are you doing? Let me see. Am I missing it? I was like, why did you go back on your brag rap? This is a whole lot of nothing too, by the way. I don't like fast rap. That's like, yeah, it's right here. Every single rapper in the industry, yeah, they know what I'm about. And I dare you to test me, because not a single one of you mother effers impress me. And maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I'm full of innovation. Why would you go back on that? Y'all don't impress me. Well, maybe that's an exaggeration. You guys impress me a little bit. Like, what? This whole thing was just like, what are we even doing, bro? While Eminem's verse was full of catchy punchlines and cool wordplay, Logic was just rapping fast. We gonna leave him crucified. We call this genocide. Oh, Pimp C was great. Chameleonaire. I do love Chameleonaire. I was a fan of Chameleonaire. Anyways, back to our sketch here. All right. So now we're talking best. Now I'm going Eminem. 2, I'm going Tupac. Oops. Tupac. 3, Real Talk. I'm going Kendrick. 4, I'm going Andre 3000. 5, Twista. I do love Twista. Who gets that 5th spot? A lot of people say Biggie. Weezy? Nah, Weezy don't get the 5th. Weezy don't get the 5th. Biggie? Biggie's a good choice. I feel like there's somebody else, though, that's coming to mind. Bruh? What's wrong with this list? Kendrick, Tupac, M, Andre? Are you joking? Like, you're too liberal to be Kanye? Kanye, rapper? Kanye is, first off, I'm not a liberal. All right, there's a difference. I'm a lefty. I'm a leftist. I'm not a liberal. Do not never call me a liberal, okay? Don't ever do that in your life. I hate liberals. Anyways, what was I saying? Lefty gang? Yeah, lefty gang all day. Kanye is a great producer. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's a liberal clan. Don't ever call me liberal. Oh my god. I hate liberals. I mean, I don't hate you individually, okay? If anybody is a liberal, I don't hate you individually, but like, I don't know. What was I gonna say? I hate liberalism. I'll say that. My bad, clan. Respect to you. Yeah, man. I'm leftist, dude. You? Yeah, you. Hate requires caring. I guess. What was I saying? I lost track. Kanye does not make my top 5 because I don't think he's a good rapper. I wouldn't even put him top 10 as far as rappers. If you're talking about producers, sure. But like, he's not a good rapper. Kanye has never been a good rapper. He has some banger songs. He's done phenomenal. Like he has some really great records, but nah. Oh. Whew. Kanye up there. As far as rappers, guys, Snoop Dogg, that's a good one. Put me at 5. Oh man, this 5 spot is so difficult for me because I want to put DMX, but I know that that's not. I don't think that's a good thing to do. Rakim, Andre, they got Kanye. They got Kanye. Nicki Minaj. What kind of list is this that got Nicki Minaj at 10? That's wild. Snoop Dogg, sure. Drake at 8. This is terrible. This isn't just rapping. This is accolades. Eminem. Okay, maybe it isn't accolades because Eminem has the most accolades. Tupac at 4 is insane. Where are we going with this? Nas, dude. If they put Jay-Z at 1, I'm gonna lose it. Kendrick at 2. Jay-Z, I'm gonna lose it. E40. Yeah, this is a terrible list. 50 up there for sure. Yeah, 50 wouldn't be a top 5. I don't even know if 50 makes top 10 for me, but maybe like top 25. Let's keep looking at these. We're just talking lyrical skill. Honestly, guys, it might end up being Biggie. Rakim is a good one. 50, I got 50 at 17. Tupac, I mean, not Tupac, Ice Cube at 18. Missy Elliott, Big Daddy Kane, DMX, that's my boy. Ghost Killer, Curtis Blow, Method Man. Oh, I love Method Man. I love Redman too. Big Pun, rest in peace. Q-Tip, Black Thought. Black Thought's a good one. I just don't think he has the repertoire for us to be able to put him there. Black Thought is really great. I loved him on Yaya. Lauryn Hill. I think I'm going with Lauryn Hill at 5. Out of good conscience, I don't know if I could put Lauryn Hill there. There's Luda, Dr. Dre, E40. Who's this? Oh, Redman. Yeah, Redman. Queen Latifah. Can I put Lauryn Hill? I want to put Lauryn Hill at 5 so bad. For sure, top 10. I want to so bad, bro. No. I want to so bad, though. We might have to just go with Biggie. Biggie is really good. What's that Biggie song, bro? Biggie got a song that's insane. I made a playlist called Bars Only. Also, guys, do you remember the song The Watcher by Dr. Dre? I feel like a horrible M fan because I just found out that Eminem wrote the whole thing. He wrote Dr. Dre's part 2, and that's probably the best song in that album. on the Chronic. I'm trying to find this song. I got Murder Was the Case on here. Oh, Notorious Thugs. Yeah, we gotta go with Biggie. Probably from Notorious Thugs alone. Notorious Thugs lyrics. These are insane. Notorious ride like ride. Armed and dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Straight up weed. No angel dust. Label us notorious. Love to bust. It's strange to us. Like the way that he flow with it though is like crazy. Me just saying it isn't enough. You gotta like go listen to it. Go listen to Notorious Thugs if you never heard it before. Why'd I spell it wrong? It's actually insane wordplay. It's so good. Armed and dangerous. So good. You have a top 5 pop artist? Nah. I don't listen to enough pop to do that. But there you go. There we go. So, you know, there is a difference. Okay, there is a difference. I'm not crazy. I wouldn't say Luda and Hop are top 5 rappers of all time. I wouldn't even say DMX is a top 5 rapper of all time. In actuality, I think this is it. Anyone that looks at this and says that this is a bad list, I don't know. I don't think you like really love hip hop, or maybe you just have a bias against some of these people. Like people definitely have a bias versus M. There's so many people that have come out and say no, M doesn't. He doesn't deserve it. It's like why? Are you serious? It's not like he came into the game like Vanilla Ice or whatever, and he had like a hit. Like one hit, like his songs had content, like really great content at his peak, really phenomenal content, and he had the wordplay. He has everything. He has the wordplay, he has the punchlines, he has the delivery, he has the energy, he has the versatility as far as like what his songs were about, how they went about. I mean, you listen to Haley's song and you don't think it's the same person who made Criminal. Like, I don't know. Marshall Mathers LP. He has the classic albums. He has a 3 album run that were classics. I wish I could put Andre 3000 would easily be 2 for me, or 3, if he had more solo albums. He doesn't have like any, right? Like it's all. It's so weird. LL Cool J underrated? Oh, for sure. LL Cool J is great. Do greatest rap albums? We would have to do a what's that thing called? A tier list of that. We gonna need more top 5s, clan. Yeah, this was fun. We're gonna do more of these. It was a sketch.io. I don't think I have to write this down. Hopefully I'll just like remember it. Andre was too smart and elegant for hip hop. I feel like he outgrew it. You know, to an extent, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like I rolled my eyes when he came out with that Flute album. I'm sorry. He said, I couldn't believe that he actually said this. These words came out of his mouth that he said, look, I'm older now. I have nothing to rap about. What do you mean you have nothing to rap about? Look at the world, my friend. I have nothing to rap about? There's nothing you can rap about? Beastie Boys? I do like the Beastie Boys. Jay Electronica? Jay Electronica has... He doesn't have enough content. Didn't he like promise an album for like years now? Hasn't it been decades? What's that? That's the awkwardness of spiritual enlightenment. Yeah, like coming... Dude, I was like, are you serious? You have nothing to rap about. There is many things to rap about. And none of it moves you. English Cancerbera? What is this? This guy? That guy? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. That what you're talking about? All right, I'll save it. Here, I'll save his popular song. The Spanish Eminem. Okay. Would you agree Get Rich or Die Trying is a great album, top 10? I would have to look at all the albums, but yes, that's an album that I didn't skip over a song. Many men. Many, 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 many men. Wish death upon me, Lord, I don't cry no more. The way that that song ends is so good, bro. Now I know I'm here for a real reason, because he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't effing breathing. I was like, ooh. Patiently Waiting. Oh, yeah. It's a great song, too. Yeah. The way that M just flows on that beat is crazy, man. All right, back to Spurs discussions. All right, enough of that. Look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turns cold. Okay. All right, guys. I hate to say it. But I understand. I understand why Kings fans booed De'Aaron Fox, and I understand why they hate De'Aaron Fox, okay? Now, I've said this before, all right? How I feel is I'm going to look at my franchise, and then I'm going to look at the coaches, and then I'm going to look at the players, right? If my franchise is incompetent, I'm going to start there. That's what I'm protesting. That's what I'm irritated by. I can care less about the coaches and players at that point. Because if you're not right up top, it's very unlikely that you're not going to be right in the bottom. And it's basically 100% chance that you are not going to have a dynasty, right? Well, I don't know. I guess you have your exceptions, like the Bulls. But the Bulls did have a good front office, but their owner was strange. Anyways, besides the point. I'm talking about the 90s Bulls. Besides the point. But overall, that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at franchise, and then I'm going to look at coaches, then I'm going to look at players. And the Kings have been bad for so long. Didn't make the playoffs for like 15 years. Haven't done anything as a franchise, really. No offense to the Kings fans if you're still in the chat. But they've been really bad. But with that being said, I will say this, okay? I will say this. De'Aaron Fox, taking myself out of it, my fandom out of it a little bit, he has been super passive-aggressive, right? Super passive-aggressive. Very passive-aggressive. And that is something that would irritate any fan. Like, rather than him just blatantly saying things, he's been strange about it. He's been strange about it, right? It's been very strange. Anyways, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's see what he has to say. And then I want to actually, we'll start with this one. All right, so I don't think that this is from this, but here's a quote. I don't know. I haven't watched this yet. But I have been keeping up with the Aaron Fox other interviews. I'm like, yeah, he's been pretty passive aggressive. But it says, there was no effing list. I wanted to go to San Antonio. A lot of people are mad saying I handcuffed the team. Well, this is my career. It's not my job to help build your team. I'm not about to just go where they want me to go. So there's definitely a me versus them type wording here, right? That will rub any Kings fan the wrong way. Like, I get it, right? Like he wasn't, and not even that. He also went on a podcast, as you guys remember, and basically said like they need to get their act together. But he was way more professional with that. But since leaving the Kings, he's been passive aggressive. He's also just been like blatantly saying like, I don't really care, right? So yeah, so of course it's not gonna sit well with them being a huge Kings fan. So let's go ahead and listen to this part. I haven't watched it at all, so.
Basketball game.
How about from a crowd standpoint?
I mean, I saw the boos, so it is what it is.
What would you say to the Sacramento fans now that you're back in town, and maybe your message to them?
For people that I've come across already, it's been a lot of love, and I really appreciate that. Obviously, I was 19 years old when I got here, so I was welcomed with open arms. So I definitely appreciate the time that I had here.
There wasn't really like a proper goodbye. What do you want, maybe Kings fans, Sacramento, maybe even this organization to know?
I mean, that I was raised here. You know, I turned from a really young man to a young man that's raising a family, and like I said, I appreciate the time that I had here. I had a lot of fun here, so it's definitely not something I take for granted.
What's the hardest part in dealing with all this?
The hardest part, moving. I mean, that's getting accustomed to a whole new organization.
The Athletic Kings article made the whole situation seem complicated, so I don't really blame them for getting irritated. Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to look at it from a fan's perspective, right? Like, you asked to go to a specific team, you know, you want them out. Like, you're already going to have a little bit of a bias there, and I'm just saying that it's not his job necessarily, or he shouldn't, you know, bend over backwards to appease fans or anything like that. But I'm just saying from a fan's perspective, it's very easy if you're just kind of casually checking in to be like, oh, wow, this guy like betrayed us. And now he's saying, hey, we should have made these demands. Like, I could just see it from a fan perspective, right?
Coaching staff, players, learning names. That's always the worst part for me. But I mean, having to pick up and move, you know, halfway across the country is definitely the hardest part. But other than that, I mean,
that's what I'm saying, Chris. That's what I'm saying. 5 coaches in 8 years is garbage. Or was it 6 coaches? Oh, no, I think you're right. I think it was 5. 5 different coaches in 8 years is terrible. That's why me personally as a fan, I would look at the front office first before I start like saying this player doesn't want to be here. How dare you? But I would get it for a casual fan to check in and be like, oh, screw this guy, you know?
This is the business that we signed up for, so, you know, you understand that happens.
How early is the conception?
How much did you anticipate this return, knowing that you had to come back?
I mean, for me, at the end of the day, it's still basketball. You know, you're going to play against a team that, you know, you've played for. So it's not, I don't know if I would say like it's something that I anticipated, but I mean.
G Money said he's the leader who doesn't want to lead. Sometimes being put in that position, you don't necessarily, I mean, you're just better as a second option, you know? I get what you're saying. G Money's a Kings fan, so I get what you're saying, but like, not everybody's for that position, you know? Like, we can't just fit Devin Vassell into a leader role and be like, oh yeah, he's our leader, but he doesn't want to lead. He's not a first option. He's not a second option, really.
You knew it was going to happen at some point.
Is it strange being back in this building on the other side?
The first thing that was strange was going to the Sawyer. I've never stayed a night there before, so that was definitely the weirdest part for me.
Is it cool having Wemby here to support you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we
Yep, Fox stood up for Brown, and then Kings fired Brown, and Fox got tired for no consistency in coaching, and he then left. Yeah, it's completely justified. I'm just saying that, yeah, the articles have not made it better, but I don't think that he's necessarily made it better either. You know, like, I don't know. It's a tough situation to be in his. Like, I don't know how it could have went down any better. You know. He could word things a little differently at times.
You know, what he's going through is definitely tough, but for us, we just want him to be healthy. We want him to be healthy enough to be able to get on a plane and to be.
It's funny how Clan is converting G Money to a Spurs fan. We're working on it, bro. We're working. G Money, you're gonna be a Spurs fan before it's all said and done.
Be able to support us as a team, and that's what he wants to do anyways. So for us, it's just, you know, we want him to be, you know, as healthy as possible, because blood clots can be a dangerous thing for sure.
Are there any misconceptions out there that you've seen that you maybe want to clear up?
I spoke my piece, so I'm done talking about it. I'm excited to be here, play in front of this fan base again, and see people that, you know, I know and love.
Okay, that interview wasn't from this then.
What are full of smiles? Are you happy out there? I mean, just you're beaming.
I mean, it's a very young group, and if y'all been around the young people in this day and age, they could definitely put a smile on your face. So, yeah,
We
so
talked
for
to
sure.
Keegan. He said he's excited to compete against you tonight. You have something special for him?
I don't know. I mean, Keegan probably knows all my moves. We literally spent 2 summers together playing a lot of one-on-ones. So it's funny, cause they asked me who I thought would guard me. I'm like, I would assume Keegan guards me. So, but definitely. I mean, you know, I've
Yeah, that too. That was another thing. Like that's what I meant with the passive aggressive stuff. Like G Money says, Fox unfollows Sabonis, and then DeMar. So like stuff like that rub people the wrong way. I get it. I genuinely think that Fox is a good dude though. Like from what I've seen, he seems really cool. He says not a good teammate. I mean, I have yet to see that, but
been around him. I've seen him grow, continue to grow as a player, continue to see him become a better offensive end, a much better defensive player than he was when he came in. So that's definitely an exciting matchup for sure.
Now that he misses Poppy and Ray, have you replaced Uncle Keeks with the Spurs?
Absolutely not. But all these guys, like, I think only HB and CP have kids, so like there's not a lot of kids around as far as from the players' perspective. But everybody loves the kids, and we've FaceTimed Keegan, so he's seen them for sure.
You know, you had a lot of memories in this gym. Is there a specific memory that stands out to you more than anything, or just your time being in Sac?
I mean, I think it's easily the first playoff game. I mean, you know, you have home court
the unfollowing stuff was low-key a DeJounte type move. Yeah, for sure.
advantage. You get game 1.
The difference between him and DeJounte was like pure ego, right? Like it is a little different because DeJounte unfollowed because he was taken out of the starting lineup. De'Aaron Fox unfollowed when he left the team entirely. Like he has no obligation to stay followed to them. You know what I mean? Like it's a little different. Actually, not a little different. It's way different.
That's easily the best moment I think that I've had while I was here, and I feel like we gave a lot.
G Money said, "My bad. That's me being a fan. He might be a good teammate." Yeah, I think he's a good teammate.
Of people who were like, obviously, you know, a lot of y'all, you know, got to see, you know, the early 2000s teams, but a lot of the kids never got to see that. So just being able to give them, you know, a piece of that core memory is definitely, you know, probably on my real high on my to-do list for sure.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, that was good stuff. Nothing crazy there. Let me go back to that quote. This is from ESPN. All right, so he never asked for a trade. I loved it. He said Sacramento. Everybody bled purple. It was always great just going to the grocery store, going out to a restaurant. Everybody there was extremely kind. And when we started winning, then it was light the beam everywhere. You really felt it around the city. So it was definitely a great place to be for as long as I was. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. That was the whole Mike Brown situation. I was like, yo, I've been here for going on my 8th year. If Mike gets fired, I'll be going on my 5th coach. And I told them, I'm not going to play for another coach. I'm going to play for another team. So he told them that. And honestly, as a fan though, do you like, would you have wanted a different coach? 5 coaches? Like, would you want a different coach? Like, let's be real here, right? Like you at some point you just got to be like, all right, let's stick with our coach. Even as a fan. During Mike's extension talks, some guys in the locker room didn't want Mike. Fox said some guys wanted him to be fired during the summer, but I'm not going to say who. Oh. All right. Yeah, taking the thoughts of some of the other guys over literally your best player is a little crazy. You fire the coach and you don't do an interview, Fox said. So all the blame was on me. Did it weigh on me? No, I don't give a F. But the fact that y'all are supposed to be protecting your players and y'all let that happen, I felt that the time the organization didn't have my back. Yeah, there we go. It's completely justified for him to want to leave, mind you. This is Sabonis. In the interest of me and my career, he put me in a situation to succeed and gave me a lot of confidence. He helped me form my career in the NBA. It's just part of the business. Things happen that way. I had no idea. I was sleeping when this happened. I got woken up by the news. So Sabonis basically saying he's a good teammate. The energy shifted, and what's understood doesn't need to be explained. He said, if I finished my contract there, then they knew what was going to happen next, and it was because y'all fired another coach. That's why I said in the interview after Mike was fired and we were in LA, they knew where I stood and there was nothing more to be said. All right, so he was pretty direct with the organization, and then when he spoke, he was also direct. So I don't think any of this is on him, but I could see how this being, if you're a Kings fan, how you could see him as, you can see it as betrayal. We're sitting there trying to have the conversation, but I know what he's about to tell me because Rich had already told me. A reporter calls trying to break the story, but mind you, our GM hasn't told me yet. Oh my goodness. So it had already been told even before I was told by our team. Why do teams do this, bro? Like when they're getting ready to get rid of you, they do not care anymore. It's starting to feel like the Spurs are the only organization that actually tell the players before they trade them. What is up with that? It's so weird, bro. Oh, here's the list quote that we already went over. He said he had a destination. He didn't have any list of different teams. He wanted to come to the Spurs. This is great for us, by the way. That's pretty awesome. Because it seems like what's most important to him is a stable franchise that's putting themselves in a position to win. That's what he cares about the most. And who's doing that better than the San Antonio Spurs? Okay, this is Mitch Johnson talking about him. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to worry about the rest of them. So, like I said, I understand why he's hated. I do. I completely get it from a fan standpoint, especially a casual fan standpoint. But in actuality, I don't think that he was in the wrong at all. It's not his job to be. It's not his job to be like completely PC about the whole situation. Like, he is being pretty upfront. But there's been like a little bit of passive aggressive stuff here and there where there is this separation. And I think that him saying that I'm separate from that team and separate from those players, it's hard to really like separate that from you're separating from the fans as well. You know, like when you start saying that team over there, fans take it as, oh, so like we don't matter to you, you know, like it's hard to do that. I mean, I would even do that. I feel that way as well if it was the Spurs, right? Like if Wemby, oh God, that would suck. If Wemby left, right, and then he started talking about the Spurs, where it's like, you know, that team, they didn't do things right. That team, people are upset that I left that team. I don't know. It'll feel a little weird. Anyways, George says you need to grow with a team, and the coach is symbolic of a team status. If you can't nurture a relationship with a coach, it's tough. He has almost as many coaches as seasons. Yeah, it's bad, bro. It's bad. You can't win that way. Anyways. Yeah, you can't win that way. So yeah, I completely understand. De'Aaron Fox and wanting to leave. And this quote here just blatantly saying, like, yeah, I had one team I wanted to go to, and then bringing up the fact that there were so many different coaches that I've had over my career. I get it. But, you know, as a fan and a fan standpoint, I also understand Kings fans not really liking him that much, because some of this stuff does come across as a little passive aggressive, like following his teammates, for instance, right? Going on a podcast in the middle of his season saying this franchise need to get it together. You know, I might stay, but I mean, only if they get it together. Like, it's very obvious that you don't want to be there. So, like, people just don't like that. People just don't like that. So, but I don't think he's in the fault at all. And he seems like a really cool dude, you know? Kings are a poverty franchise, though. I'll be real. Let's see here. I feel like I had something else to go over. Am I tripping? Oh, yeah, you guys told me. Where did you find the thing? Where'd you find the drama? The drama. I want to see the drama. Spurs drama. ESPN Hoop Collective episode. Oh gosh, is this gonna be copyrighted?
Well, Chris Paul, as CP3 said, you can't replace Vic. He said, I can't stand on somebody's shoulders and block every shot in the paint.
Give me a second. Okay. All right. 2130 on Segment Clan. Yeah, I found it. I actually went to Reddit and saw that people were talking about it a couple weeks ago. I have not. Yeah, no one's really brought this up to me. So shout out to the chat for telling me about this. But there's like, we'll listen, But apparently Windhorse says that the San Antonio Spurs had some drama behind the scenes that he doesn't want to get into. I haven't heard anything. And Windhorse is hit or miss sometimes. I will say that. But I'm not quite sure. See what some of the comments say. We'll listen to the segment in a second. But he says, hear the specific part of the clip, add more context, the direct quote. Okay, he says direct quote. As mentioned, it's nothing to do with the team. If it had to do with arena negotiations, I would think that would be big enough news to share. This may sound silly and be coming from out of nowhere, but I think it could possibly be referring to this. Okay, let's see. Give me a second. Yeah, he brings stuff up. It might be kind of crazy. San Antonio Spurs fan Sylvia, the Spurs lady, dies remembered by community. Why would it have something to do with this? The San Antonio Spurs family is mourning the loss of a beloved Spurs fan who embodied the heart and soul of the Alamo City through her fandom. And brought joy. Isn't that her with the mayor of San Antonio? I'm not even from San Antonio. I know who the mayor is. My fan remembers and said a heart attack contributed to her death. That would be the controversy. All right, let's listen to how he said it. So this is Brian Windhorse. I won't show it. Well, you can see that. Okay, I won't show it because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not.
Them. They've had some other stuff happen that I'm not going to go into that I won't publicize, but they had some other stuff happen. It's not important to the basketball team, but it happened to the Spurs family. And so it's been a rough year.
Yeah.
So that's all he had to say on it. Yeah, I have no idea what that could be. This person, I mean, shout out to them for thinking that could be it. I just don't know why that would be said the way it was said. It's about the Spurs family. It's probably something family or community related. So your guess makes sense. This doesn't seem like a team that has petty drama. Probably just some personal stuff that should stay private. Sounds like someone close to the team passed away. All right, hold on. Let me listen to it one more time. Because why would you frame it that way? And why would that not be okay to share?
That was it destabilized them. They've had some other stuff happen that I'm not going to go into that I won't publicize, but
yeah, it won't publicize. I mean, that's public. The Spurs lady's public, so
some other stuff happened. It's not important to the basketball team, but it happened to the Spurs family.
But it could very well be Windhorse just like making something sound more legit than it actually is. I don't know. Smoke screens and mirrors. I don't know. I'm not one to just sit back and say like it's impossible for the San Antonio Spurs to have any type of drama. It's like no, it's possible. Obviously, we've had it before. Let's see. I'm reading through. Yeah, no one else has any guesses. The plan is Pop is coming back next season. Yeah, it sounds like it could be some legal stuff or I don't know. I can't really speculate on it. All I can say is I haven't heard anything. And I don't see how I would or anybody would necessarily. But I will say this. With having Wembanyama on your team, way more things are going to be public, right? There's a lot of eyes on the Spurs. We do a really great job of keeping things quiet, but this is a new era of basketball, and you're going to find things out pretty quickly, right? If there's any type of issues, there's going to be a lot of people talking, a lot of people digging, a lot of people trying to get information on anything that's related to the San Antonio Spurs because the NBA and journalists know that Wemby is going to be the moneymaker, especially when LeBron leaves, right? So I think that we're going to have a lot of hands in the pot, hands in the, oh my goodness, that sounds dangerous. Hands in the cookie jar, trying to figure out like, oh, come on, give me some of the sweets, tell me a little bit about them Spurs. So if it is something that's huge or a big deal, I feel like it won't take long for us to know, right? Like, we didn't know that. It didn't take that long for us to know about the Pop situation. It didn't take that long for us to know about the Wemby stuff, which I guess those aren't technically, drama related. But the Primo stuff, we knew like a day after, right? I mean, that's before Wemby, obviously. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think that if it is that big of a deal, and he said it doesn't interfere with basketball, so that's good, right? So it has nothing to do with us. I don't think that we have to worry about anything as fans. Windhorst creating clickbait. He could be. Because it will be very disingenuous if he actually is talking about this, and then he's like, yeah, but I don't want to say anything. You know what I mean? That would be very disingenuous. Be like, I won't make it public. That would be disingenuous if this is what he's talking about. Yeah, no real nothing really here, honestly. So if anybody has any thoughts, or you think that it could be something that you've noticed, let us know. For me, I think that we're okay. I think that if it was big enough, it would be out, right? It's going to be difficult to keep things a secret as organization now that you have Wemby. So I don't know. Wendy just blowing wind? Could be. That's why they call him Windhorse. A bunch of nothing burger? Maybe. Here, I missed some of the chatters here. Oh, Larry actually brought it up before I even brought up the article that it could have been the Spurs lady that passed. Clay and Spurs might be getting a new arena. I thought they were already in talks of that. I thought we were already working on that. Yeah, I thought they were already working on that. Maybe Josh Primo news. It's not going to be Josh Primo news. Man, he ruined his career. Man, he ruined his career. You on Patreon? I do have a Patreon, but I don't keep up with it well enough. But if you guys want to support, obviously you can go to my Patreon. That's in the description. Or you can just be a YouTube member. That works too. Most people just become YouTube member. I probably should push that more. I don't push a lot, right? I just don't. I should do better. You got to advocate for yourself. So, become a member. Monetize a bit. Yeah, you got to monetize yourself. Become a member. Become a member. Thank you. Keep the lights on. You got to keep the lights on. Anyways. Clan, are you still selling your merch? Still, I am. I don't do a good job of That's what I'm saying. I don't do a good job of pushing stuff. Like I just been so busy. I need to do that more in videos. Be like, hey, check this out. But yeah, I still do it. Haven't had any orders in a while. Which is probably a good thing to do because I'm paying for the website every month. So send me my clan bathwater I ordered. All right, it's on the way. Fox getting his pinky fixed, it sounds like. Where you hear that at? Oh, Jokic, 31 points, 21 rebounds, 22 assists. Wow. Jeez, guys. First 30-20-20 game in NBA history? Did he just attribute to all of their points during this game? They won, right? Please tell me they won this game. Jeez, man. Wow. Let's see. Oh, Ty Yeager's list so far. Spurs players grid. Average player, loved by fans. Bad player, loved by fans. Fans are divided. Hated by fans. This is a good list, by the way. I want to be the first clan the Spurs fan follow to be wearing the merch on Spurs live game on TV. It actually happened before. Yeah, it was the Grand Theft Auto Tim Duncan shirts. When I first started selling those, it was someone on TV with it. That was pretty cool. Manu is up there with Timmy. Yeah, he would be a great player. I thought it was going to be multiple players, but they're only picking one, I guess. Ooh. Okay. That is actually big news. Okay, so yeah, guys, it's finally happening. It is finally happening. So, Michael C. Wright posted this. Interestingly, De'Aaron Fox said he could end up getting surgery on his left pinky when the team visits Los Angeles for a March 17th game. Said he'll have it looked at and surgery may or may not happen that day. His surgery is going to happen that day. Yeah. So it's real from a reliable source? Yes. So, okay. That changes quite a bit, right? First and foremost, this needs to happen. I mean, at this point, yeah, the Spurs are winning every other game. Like, we're 3-7 the last few games, but like it really is important at this point for them to just say screw it. Like, Wemby's gone. Pop isn't coming back at least until next season. Hopefully next season. I mean, I hope he's healthy first and foremost. If there's any concern that I don't want him back, because I want him to be okay. But you know, this season's a wash, right? Like, the best thing that we can get out of it is giving Castle as many reps as possible, allowing him to win Rookie of the Year. So that'll be fun. Obviously, Sohan needs, more reps, or you can give him more reps or whatnot. Hopefully, who else would need more reps? I think Devin Vassell, he's going to have to find his groove, right? And we're going to lose games. We're going to lose a lot of games. But what's most important is everyone is good to go next season, because this draft is going to be so much fun. This is going to be the most fun we've had. Maybe Wemby draft is the most fun, but like this is going to be some of the most fun that we've had during an off season, because we know finally we'll be transitioning out of that rebuild, right? Like I feel like after this offseason, this would be the first time that we're genuinely transitioning out of it. And expectation is playoffs, period, right? We're finally getting out of that rebuild period. Like you're still going to be adding players and whatnot, but 2026 draft is so strong that we're going to really be able to kick it into gear. So this is good. This is good. This is all good. This is great. And Fox has not been like great because of this. So yeah, go ahead and give him that time off. He needs it. Frosty says, awesome. Fox will get healthy and we can look forward to next season of having a fully healthy Wemby and Fox playing together and tearing it up next season. Castle will get better and no Paul. Yeah. We have to absolutely nail these 2 draft picks. We have to. Yeah, we will. Now, if the Spurs don't get a better coach, we'll be okay. I'm not really that worried about that. Do a mock draft time. Okay, we're definitely gonna get there. Let's let this season be over with first. No Paul delaying our team's chemistry with Fox. It's just a coaching thing, man. Paul, as far as delaying it, it's just he just doesn't work out there with them. Like if he came off the bench, it would be better. But I don't know. Spurs are a franchise of their word, I suppose. But even if you play those 2 together, why can't we just throw in Sohan? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Don't quite understand. Anyways, that's all for this one. Cool. So, yeah, that right there, he may or may not be getting the cert. Wait, where is it? Is this one? He may or may not be getting. Come on. He's getting that surgery. March 17th. So we have him for another like week-ish. And that's going to be a wrap. So hopefully we get at least another good performance out of him before. How long for Fox recovery? I don't know. Does anyone know the specific issue with this pinky? Aaron Fox pinky issue. Dislocated his left pinky during training camp. Ligaments? Taped his pinky. X-ray shows no bone damage, but Fox hinted at ligament damage. I said he's not playing with the tape. Let's see. I mean, this is not going to be accurate, is it? Yeah, this doesn't help me. Recovery time for a pinky finger ligament damage can be depending on the severity of the damage, but generally most mild to moderate sprains will heal within 2 to 6 weeks. So they will basically be giving him that. They will be basically giving him that month before the season is over, and then he can have a legitimate off season to recover, I guess. Doesn't seem like it's too crazy, but we'll see. We'll see. It might be different. That's just an AI search, you know. You never know with these things. All right. Clan, don't get me wrong. I dislike Paul against us, but I do like Paul feistiness. He fights with us. I like Chris Paul for the team. Broken pinky, probably 5-month recovery. Broken? He said it was no bone damage. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Seems like none of us knows. But yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. If it's like a month recovery or a little bit over a month recovery, that would be perfect. because then at that point he can start working on it and shooting on it and everything. I'm assuming, but I don't know. Might be different for an athlete, you know. Good stuff. I think he has to break it and reset the finger. Oh. That sounds awful. Things get spooky every day in October. I just want him to dunk again. You talking about Fox? Yeah, I'm assuming he definitely has to be careful. Hey now, say now, I'm all about my yin. Big face Buddha, get my peace from within. Underwear, walk for the win, for the win. Juice WRLD was a sick freestyler. He really was. He was very impressive. Juice WRLD, I was like legitimately like sad when I heard about it. I was like, really? Like, he got bangers, bro. Marvel Rivals time. You already know it's Marvel Rivals time. Dude, I can't. I'm trying to do something, but it's not working. So, something that's pretty cool. So, I sent in a VOD, a review VOD, or a review VOD, a VOD to a YouTuber that does Marvel Rivals reviews of your VODs. Sent him my some cap gameplay, which I thought that I was pretty sloppy in, all things considered. And I'm looking forward to him going over it. He coaches Marvel Rival players, so that's going to be a fun video. So I was thinking maybe we could react to his react. I might react to his react, honestly. That'd be fun. Cool, let's do it. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. What? Rival to me is dead already. Game full of bots and people that just want to DPS. Okay, my question to you, Jedi, is number one, what rank are you? That will be my number one question. Spurs? What? No, Marvel Rivals. DPS equals question mark. DPS is damage per second. It's the characters in the game that gives the most damage. So a lot of people believe they're the most fun to play. Platinum, I barely played though. I knew it. Yeah. If you're in Platinum, bro, like it's not. It gets a little better in Diamond. You still get some really bad players, like people don't know what they're doing. It gets better in Diamond. And then Grandmaster 2 is when you kind of consistently get pretty decent teammates, at least people knowing what they're doing. And it's not as bad. Like people don't just insta-lock DPS. Like they'll, and that's another thing too. You haven't even gotten to the ban system because you're not Diamond. Once you get to Diamond, the whole game shifts, right? Like you lock in, you don't insta lock. You show the team who you want to play, right? So they'll say go ahead and do a pre-draft or whatever. So like for me, I always choose Cap because I'm best with Cap. So I let the team know early Cap is my go-to, right? I'm gonna do tank, but I'm probably gonna run Cap. So you need to get things in order accordingly, right? So I'll jump in on Cap, And then, other players will pick who they want. And some people won't pick anyone and just say, okay, I'll just adjust. Like, once everyone chooses theirs, I'll flex whatever we need. I'll go to that. So they won't choose who they want beforehand. And then you go to the ban system, and your team votes on 2 players to ban, or 2 characters to ban, right? So, a lot of people will ban Wolverine. A lot of people will ban Storm, because those 2 are just kind of OP. And then you do the ban system, and then you lock in exactly who you want to get. And a lot of times people are pretty cool about it. Like, people that typically don't run healer, but they're decent at it, they'll jump to healer. If you have and it's a good way too to show other people on your team how good you are with a player, like how proficient you are with a certain character, right? Because like there's lords, right? Like I'm a lord Cap. So when they see that I lock in Cap and they're like, he's a lord in Cap, that you're getting a really good player, right? With that character. So if 2 people want to play the same character, someone that's not a lord with that character might just say, okay, you can play them because you're better with them than I am. You got more hours on them. You get what I'm saying? It's a different ball game once you get to not always. Oh, which part? Yeah, not always. People are very toxic on the. I've learned too. Quick match demons exist. I hate quick match. Yeah, I hate quick match. The lore thing. Okay. Yeah, that is true. One thing I'll say is I don't think that there's much of a point in voice comms. I'll be honest with you, especially when you solo queue. There's not much of a point. There hasn't been one time that I jumped in solo comms and I thought that it benefited the team being in solo comms. If you go in and you're playing with like a 3 stack, sure. Like be on the comms, you can orchestrate things a little bit better because more than likely you're going to be going against another team that also has a 3 stack or a 4 stack. So it's probably good that you're communicating. But when you just solo queue, I have not seen a reason. I'm almost a Celestial. I think I'm like 2 games away from Celestial. Just pray that I get them. But yeah, there's no real point in talking to these people. I remember one match, bro. They went at each other so fast. They got angry so quick. Someone told someone to switch off Rocket, which was dumb. There was no reason for that person to switch out Rocket. And I was like, Rocket's a good player for this because we had a bunch of divers. And like, Rocket can just kind of shoot his healing orb in that area and be okay. And but the guy like went off on the dude. He was like, I'm not switching Rocket just for you saying that I'm not switching off Rocket at all. We won the game, but like it got toxic so fast. They were just cursing each other out. I was like, the game just started. I think a lot of it is just guys have a lot of obviously we don't really express ourselves enough. So, the only acceptable emotion is anger, and you kind of let out any type of emotion when you can. You're behind a screen, you're behind a video game, so you can kind of do it. No consequences to it. I think it's just like a lot of built up angst and other emotions manifesting and stuff into that, because it's like there's no reason for you guys to just start off right out the bat toxic like that, like yelling at each other. Castle for Primo? For what? March Madness, here we come. May 12th is draft lottery. It's that soon? Clan, what's worse, extending CP3 2 more years and he's guaranteed to start, or making Mitch the permanent head coach? Oh gosh. Oh. Probably making Mitch the permanent head coach. Because you can make it work with Chris Paul. You're just gonna have to sit Fox. But I don't think Mitch would do that. So let's get a different coach will probably be better for that. Chris Paul done after this season? He ain't Braun? Yeah, I think he's done. Trade Castle, that's blasphemous? Obviously. Obviously, that's blasphemous. Watching you playing blackjack. Well, you won't be watching me for long because I'm getting ready to get off because it's late as whew. Why is it taking so long? I'm trying to upload something. You have to be up at 9? That sucks. I don't know what time I'll be up. I'm just chilling tomorrow. I need to go to the grocery store. I desperately need to go to the grocery store. It's pretty bad, y'all. That fridge is starting to look empty. Starting to look pretty bad, y'all. Trying to fill up that fridge a little bit, at least for the week. It's looking bad. Looking pretty bad. They best bed trying to match me. Oh my God, I'm about to play the weekend's big money maker days. Yep, work. Where do you, I mean, you don't have to tell us exactly a company, but like, what do you do? Oh, you about to leave. I just saw that. Never mind. I was just curious. Yeah, buy them chickens for free eggs, for sure. Oh. Water quality business, straight commission sales, weekends make me normally 4 to 9K? Chris, oh my God. Hire me, man. What do I have to do? My God. Jeez. Making nearly 10K on a weekend is crazy, bro. Yeah, put all of us on, bro. What the heck? That's insane. It's straight commission sales. Most can't do it. Commission is tough. Chris, that's insane, bro. Shout out to you, though. That's what's up. I sell life insurance. We should all just post what we do. Everyone just post what they do in the chat. I can't talk to you. Murderer. Mister, I ain't heard of ya. Golf streams back to back. Flying through the turbulence. Who is he? Free craft services. But commission falls on the guy selling the product, so props to you for working hard. Yeah, that's tough. I had a friend that had a job that was all commission based. Like, the hustle is insane. I'm a male plus size OnlyFans model. I make $40 a month. You probably should find another thing to get into, my guy. Oh my God, that's why I only work 5 to 6 months a year. I'll break 250 to 300K in the time period. That's insane. Chris, that's like literally insane, dude. You're one of few. You're one of few, man. That's a lot of time to do what you want to do. That's pretty cool. I'm blessed, my bro. Yeah, for sure. That's cool, dude. I do work hard though. It's all right. You don't have to justify it. That's just impressive. That's big boy bucks. I just watch computers harvest Bitcoin at my work. Pretty chill working right now. Yeah. I'm blessed in my pants. There you go. See, we're all blessed in certain ways, you know? Coming here to chat is a cool getaway for me. That's awesome, dude. Where the heck is... I had something else that I needed to... What was it? Oh, here it is. Save that. Larry, you wild, bro. Cool. I live in Los Angeles though, so I won't be in Texas until June. Work trip to Austin. NFP is my company. Medtronic is wife based in San Antonio. You guys are doing big things, man. I'm proud of all you guys. I'm proud of all you guys. And for those that aren't, and you're just, you know, chilling out, just enjoying life, I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of all you guys. Do whatever makes you happy, man. Do whatever makes you happy. You're only here once. Do what makes you happy. That's why I'm trying to put things in place just to go to Japan. I won't be making much. I won't be making Chris money. I won't be making anywhere near Chris money, but I think I'll be happier. I'm happy now, but I'll be happy. I'll be happy there. But I'm visiting first, so. I'll be in Japan in July, and that'll be fun. I'll definitely get some footage for you guys. I'm bringing my laptop, so we'll definitely be going live. the heck is Sundays? Here it is. 30 p.m. Cool. Shout out to everybody. Heck yeah. Movie business? George, you have a movie business? What? Spurs are paying me to give free rides around Austin. Wait, really? Tokyo? Yeah. So my plan is here. I'll show a map of Japan. This is my plan. All right. So like I said, I want to live there. So I'm gonna be getting a good look of everything. I need a plan. I need to get the hotel stuff because I already have the plane ticket and everything, but I don't have the hotel. This isn't a good map. Where's a good map? These are terrible maps. What the heck? Yeah, what's up with these maps? Oh, here we go. All right. I guess this one's okay. All right, so land. We'll land in. Okay, that's Osaka, Kyoto. All right. So, anyways, we'll land in Tokyo. We're gonna go all the way around. So I'm planning to go to Osaka, Kyoto, Kanazawa, and then all the way up to Sendai, and then back to Tokyo. That's the plan. So we're gonna make a full circle. The reason why we're going all the way to Sendai is not only so we can get a vibe of the northern place, because more than likely we'll be in the countryside when we actually live there. But Sendai is where my friend is currently, so I'll be visiting her out there, and then we'll be going back down. What's that? I'm half Okinawan and black, so it's soul food and Asian food as much as possible. So it's soul food and Asian food as much as possible. I don't know what you mean. You're saying that you eat that, Larry? Or are you saying like, yeah, what are you, I don't know what you're saying. I'm going for my birthday in July. Plane tickets cost me $1,400 round trip. Yeah, what was it? I think it was like $1,200. If you do it early enough, okay, you eat that. Okay, that's dope. If you do it early enough, I could have got the tickets for $800, a round trip for one person. I could have got it for $800. I think it was like $700 to $800. So you have to do it like a year in advance, or more than a year in advance. Oh man. I don't know if it's wise to move to Japan, clan. Their economy gonna be tank once all the older generations retire from the workforce, maybe go on vacation, but to live will be a mistake. So right now, the job that I would have, you literally have to be younger to do it. So I'll be doing that, or at least that's my plan. You know, I got to get accepted first, but I think everything's going pretty well. So I'll be doing that for like a year or two. And then if I decide to stay there, there's other things I can do. I'm also going to be doing something else. That's like my primary job, like what I went to school for, that I could do there. So I'll be all right. Avoid Fukushima? Why avoid Fukushima? I actually don't know why. Clan the Samurai? Heck yeah. I know you don't really check IG, but I'll send you a pic tomorrow. Hopefully I remember. soon as I look up Fukushima, it says Fukushima Ghost Town. Japan is on my bucket list. I had an opportunity last year, but we went to South America instead. Argentina, Brazil, Chile. Then I was diagnosed with cancer, so Japan plans on hold for a bit next year. Yeah, man. Hopefully you can get there. Yeah, hopefully you can just get there next year. Have you ever wanted to live somewhere else? I will visit Japan one day. It's an absolutely beautiful place. Chris, you have no excuse, my friend. You just told us your whole lifestyle. You have no excuse. You should go in a few months. You should just go. I'm just now tuning in. I've accepted Devin for what he is. Yeah, we all should. He's a third string. Like, not third string. He's a third option, third or fourth option. And he's a great third or fourth option. Yeah, don't be cheap. Yeah, you should go. You should go like literally in a few months, man. Oh, Godzilla. Fukushima. Ah. Yeah, I need to be careful. I think I could take him though. I don't care about that. He said, I'm a dad, bro. That's my excuse. The other 6 months, I'm with my daughter as much as possible. Nah. Leave her. Or bring her with you. Bring your daughter with you. No excuse. I'm a dad. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I'm a dad. I have responsibilities. I don't want to hear that. Trust, I've traveled tons. Exactly. No excuse. Go. But Clan, I love my daughter. No, I don't want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that. I'm a dad of a 16-year-old. No excuse. I just cleared out 80 boarding passes from my Apple Wallet the other day. That's a lot. Chris, you travel a lot. That's kind of crazy, bro. Clan, I'm excited for you. God bless you and have a great trip to Japan when you go this summer. Thanks, man. Yeah, you guys are going to hear an earful of it when we get closer. When we get closer, you're going to hear an earful. All right, y'all. I'm hopping off. I have a friend that moved to Thailand with his wife. He said it was the best decision and is trying to convince me. I'm in export, and I might have to move with all this tariff BS. Yeah. Thailand is something I've thought about as well. Price of living is like super low in Thailand, isn't it? What does your friend do in Thailand? Thailand might be something like my mindset at this point is get to Japan, and then after that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm coming back. Like I don't know for sure, to be honest. Do you see Sohan being part of the core of Wemby, Castle, and Fox going forward? Of course, yeah. Easily. People say Bali is cheap. I don't know anything about that. I have thought about Thailand, though. But, yeah, what does your friend do? And then I'm getting off. I'm just curious what your friend does in Thailand. He's a filmmaker, but he and his wife have an organic skincare line. That's pretty cool. What is this? I've never seen this. There's tourism in Thailand. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. When you travel, it puts things in crazy perspective. It puts things in crazy perspective. When I visited Europe, it was just mind-blowing. I was like, wow, the architecture, the fact that I hear kids playing outside in the street and it's 1 a.m. in the morning. It's like you just feel safe just walking anywhere. Like it's wild. Not everywhere, you know, obviously, but like it's just such a difference, man. It's a world out there, bro. It's a world out there. Everything looks the same in America, to be honest. I've been multitude of states, obviously, being here for so long. But whether it's West Coast, East Coast, a lot of these places look the exact same. Architecture the exact same. You go to different countries, and it's like it's just such a variety. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off Thailand Temple of Dawn. Gosh, I need to go to Thailand, bro. All right, I'm gonna hop off. I will get with you guys later. Everyone have a great night. Weed is legal in Thailand, by the way. Probably should be legal everywhere, right? That's crazy. I actually didn't know that. All right. He said, see you, cuz. All right, Diego, sorry. Frosty, Moon, Larry. Everyone have a good night. Mikey. Unc Clan. Oh, my God. Deuces. All right. Bye. See you on Sunday night.